Sigmund Freud set out to map the universe of the mind, including the complexities of human sexual behavior. A psychiatrist from Austria, Freud's ideas on sexuality may not be in vogue anymore, but his influence on the field of human psychology and our understanding of sex is undeniable. He was known as one of the most influential thinkers of our time, and each new volume of work captured the mind of the public. If he were alive today, he would rival such television personalities like Dr. Phil in fame, but with the respect and adulation of someone in the medical community, like the famed baby doctor, Dr. Spock. It stands as a testament to his influence that his terminology is still a part of our culture 70 years after his death. Terms like ego and libido are thrown about in everyday conversations by people with no training in psychology at all. Freud was an expert at capturing the mind of the public. His ideas on sex as a power struggle and the concept of interpreting dreams as a window in the soul may now seem passé, but they were once novel ideas. Freud explored what we needed to satisfy our sexual desires. He found that sexual desire can be relieved in any number of ways, including self-gratification. He challenged the way we thought about sex and our desires, and his ideas have far-reaching consequences. By Freud's reasoning, homosexuality was not unnatural just due to the fact that it did not promote reproduction. This reasoning, in part, helps the American Psychiatric Association to remove homosexuality from their Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders. Even those who did not agree with Freud held him in high regard. Hazlitt ends his review of Freud's work saying, "If Mr. Freud's mind is not a thoroughly trustworthy mind, it is nonetheless, one need hardly add, an immensely interesting one, and surely one of the most seminal of our era. Even though his theories on the mind may not be true, that doesn't mean they should be entirely disregarded. Freud has certainly influenced generations of people, both within and without the field, and that is certainly an accomplishment. It is impossible to separate his work from the immense celebrity he accrued with the release of each new work. As Hazlitt said, each new release was an event. Whether or not everything he printed is still accepted today is irrelevant when it becomes obvious that, in the end, he achieved his goal. Because of pioneers like Freud, we are still mapping the mind today, and more than ever is known about the inner workings of our mind and our sexual desires. The field of psychiatry is growing, and as we learn more about our minds and our obsession with sex, we go further down the path that Freud set us on a century ago."